Good morning, welcome to your online English classes. Here is your vocabulary for lesson 12. Use belong to or belongs to depending if you are using third person for the subject, right? Like for example, here, she belongs to VX, PX, box, exchange, cafeteria, clinic, commissary, dining hall, dispensary, hospital, library, mess hall, sergeant, snack bar. Remember, mess hall is like a cafeteria for the militaries. Then you have the rules for possessives with S. Remember, the first rule says that you use apostrophe S to show that one person, thing owns or is a member of something. Like, for example, Laura's dress, Jorge's uniform, Jaime's shoes, for example. Use apostrophe after the S at the end of a plural noun to show possession. Like, for example, in this case, James. In that case, you don't have to repeat the S because the name already has an S. So you just have to add apostrophe. James Carr. Jesus book, for example. You don't have to add another S. If a plural noun doesn't end in S, you have to add apostrophe plus S to create the possessive. For example, in this case, women. Remember that is plural already, right? So this S doesn't mean that it's plural. It means that the uniform belongs to women. Asking about ownership. In that case, you have to use the question word whose. Then you add a noun. Be careful here because you have to add the verb, and you have to be careful if it's plural or singular, like in this case. And then this is a possible answer for this question. For example, whose book is that? It's Maria's book, or that's Maria's book. You have several choices here to answer. For example, it's Maria's. This word is inside parentheses because you can omit that word. You can say it's Maria's, or it's Maria's book, or that's Maria's book, or that's Maria's. That's okay. So in this case, use plural possessive adjectives to answer ownership too. In this case, whose teacher is she? She's our teacher. Possessive adjectives, when we are talking about possessive adjectives, we are speaking about our, your, their, right? For example, she's our teacher, that's your house, she is their sister. Then we have here the words inside, outside, meaning, for example, cadets right now are outside Escuela Politécnica. He is inside the egg, right? That is the meaning. For example, right now we are inside our houses, right? Remember, when you use inside, outside, you have to use the verb to be, depending on the subject that you are using. For example, I am inside my house. You are outside Escuela Politécnica.